Welcome, bow betters. Welcome to MMA Sip and Smoke, where we discuss MMA, UFC, and cigars and beer and other libations. I'm Roberto. I am the bout better. Out here late night, super windy. First of all, let's make sure that we're getting some connectivity here. We're all connected and ready to go. Right, people, welcome, bow better. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you get on in here. Let me know if you can hear me. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little kind of crazy. Yeah, you can hear me. I'm casting, that's cool. Yeah. Got my theme music going. Welcome, bow betters. That's interesting. I rose the volume on my mic and it ended up raising the volume on the music. But welcome, bow betters. Please hit the like button. Let people know I'm live here. It is windy. I wanted to smoke. It's a nice night. It's actually like real breezy and it's sort of nice. You know, I sort of like it. Yeah, there must have been waves definitely this afternoon. I guess I could have waited tomorrow, but I'm going to be up anyways. I could have stayed in the dungeon and did a live and just discussing, but it's nice to be outdoors. Nice to have a little smoke. So welcome, bow betters. We are live. We are live. We're going to have this, let me put the camera on me. There I am. Welcome, bow betters. There we are, the bow better. Check that shit out. Check that out. Oh shit, I didn't know. He's doing the cross. Yeah, check this out, people. And then I was like casting myself out in duo there for a moment. This wind might make this like impossible, right? It might need to head on in because this is like red wind. This is like dangerous for fires. Probably dangerous if I even smoked the cigar today, right? Like smoking is dangerous today. Everything's like super dry out here. I might have to go get a sweater too. It's nice and warm to an extent. Oh yeah, watch check. The new Seiko that I got when I was drunk. I bought it when I was drunk. This is a bad. I like it. It's cool enough for me. And then it's the second blackface watch I had. I actually got it for work and then decided that it's actually too nice for work. The bracelet's nice, brushed finish, right? It has that nice oyster, like brushed oyster. I've discussed this thing before, but yeah, that's the watch that I'm wearing now. Great lume. It has the military time indices as well. Great read, excellent weight. It has some great weight to it. Exhibition case back, of course, as always. Exhibition case back. Let me see if I could get to see the case back here. Yeah, I guess it's tough to see there, but nice movement. You can see the movement. Great weight on it. I was happy that I was able to adjust the links myself. That I know a little bit enough about watches to adjust the links. I don't know how well this thing has been keeping time. Okay, yeah, it is 11:21, and it is Wednesday. This thing says Thursday. It's some part of the something's up with the date function on this. Oh no, it was right. Does it even go to 31? 29. And then boom, and then yeah, it's hard to see the day function. Very challenging. It's very small and very challenging to see. That's another drawback on, but still a nice watch. I decided to keep it. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have kept it. I was supposed to like wait. It looked completely different in the when in the presentation on the photo with it in Amazon, but it came and it's still like a nice subtle black, like it has some almost like a slight brown black hue to it, or grayish or charcoal. That it's a little different, so I kept it. Again, I was expecting to use it at work, and I'm not going to. But yeah, let's get the smoking. Let's get the smoking. We're here late, but we're gonna smoke. Smoke. We're gonna smoke. Oh yes. Hopefully I don't keep my neighbors and my brother awake. Oh, and what do we have today? We have this Alec and Bradley Nicaraguan cigar. I bought these from JR Cigars. Got them in a little bundle of, I think it was 10 cigars, and they were like less than $5 a piece. I got a little nasal going, so it's tough to. Oh man, I don't smell anything but like shit from work, man. It really is disgusting. It's really fucking up my nose, my palate, my sensitivity. I smell a lot of cedar though, which is good because I've had this one now, I want to say close to a year. I've smoked a few of these before. I've done reviews on them. Great affordable cigar. Alec and Bradley is just a fabulous. Everything they make is really, really good. This actually had a little plume on it that you couldn't have seen, and it was so minimal. The cigars are down in the Frigidor aging superbly. Like they are just doing so good. Everything. I couldn't be happier with the performance on the Frigidor. I was just doing really, really good. Wow, that's interesting. That wind came out of the north now. That's going to be interesting. Tonight's going to be very interesting. At some point, there's got to be either a strengthening of the wind or it dissipating and dying completely. I'm going to do just the cheapo V cut on this one. Nice little V cut on it, and it's perfect. And it's going to be a smaller size. There's some fights we want to talk about, guys. This card in Edminton is sneaky pretty good. It's got some good Canadians on it. Some people that are definite favorites. You know, like I think that Mike Malort, is it? Ah, nice cut. Look at that. Nice PP cut there for Joey. The nice PP cut. Nice people. Nice. No one's in the chat as always. Crazy. That's all right, people. It's okay. Like I said, I always do this for the love. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to light this without one of these torches right now. And it's going to be a challenge for the torch, too. And just relax. Kick back, relax, and let's go. It's a beautiful temperature, even though it's windy. If there wasn't any wind, it'd be a perfect night. It's probably like 65 degrees out right now. Yeah, this lighter works. It was initially, I thought, a piece of junk. This thing works really, really good. I'm going to lose my beer here. I got to put the beer on the ground. Is going to be the wise thing to do. Let me do that right now. It's teetering. Same with the other drink I got here. Put those things on the ground, just so they don't fall on the computer. Yeah, this lighter worked out really good. It was free with the Trinidad cigars, and initially I thought it was a piece of shit, and actually turned out to be really good. Yeah, look at that. This thing toasted up nicely. Yeah, and this lighter works really good. These fucking torches are tough to... And even I saw ST DuPont now has moved into some of these torches, and I can just hold this thing up and it'll light because of the wind. Like I'm saying, like this thing, like right now making a fire is extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous. I don't even need to blow into it myself. Just let the wind do it. It's a shame this is my last one. It almost smokes like a Connecticut, even though it's not a Connecticut. It's just very mellow, strong cedar with a little walnut to it. Very nice, man. Just a nice soft cigar. No spices. I don't recall if it had spice before or not. Like everything, like I said, the aging, man, everything aging well takes that little edge or that little spice even off the initial. Let's see, there's a little, but it's really mellowed it and softened it quite a bit. Mm. Yeah, that strong cedar with that walnut finish, lots of cedar. That's also because, like, I had this one in a cedar humidor inside of the Frigidor. So it has its own, like, Bovita pack in it, and it's in a little cedar humidor with some other cigars. And what I've done now is, because I had those cedar wrappers that I took out from these vintage tubos, and they weren't moldy. Thankfully, they weren't moldy. And I've taken those and used them for the different cigars. If I have cigars of different sort of wrappers, I put cedars wrappers along most of my cigars now to also separate them. Besides the cellos, so they're separated with some cedar now as well. And I think that's what has helped this cigar really get. It's really well aged. Mm. Not bad, man. Really not bad at all. I really like it, in fact. Last one I had, I smoked through them, right? Smoked through them, and because they were affordable or inexpensive, they're not as flavorful like at my San Andreas 1990 uh, Rocky Patel. Like I bought those at the same time as these, and those are much better. They're much flavorful, so I'm keeping those. Like I don't smoke those that often. It's like, oh no, those are only now for a special occasion. That was a good buy. And likewise for my La Aurora torpedoes that I purchased on sale at Binny's. Like I say, if you go to Binny's, the main cigars you should focus on is look for those yellow and red tags and buy the clearance cigars. And whatever they are, because normally they're still a good damn cigar, just buy it. I got some Punch Knuckle Busters. I got some of the Guy Fieri cigars, if that was a Knuckle Buster, whatever. But I got, a bunch of other cigars in those clearances. And they might only have like 2 or 3 left. But when you see that yellow tag, oh, I'm starting to get a little sniffly. Which is crazy because it was like really warm today. I will be casting tomorrow as well, uh, like discussing my bats and picks more intensely than now. Right now, and I'll be smoking a different cigar, but no one's in the chat right now, so it's cool. I might have to run down and get my sweater just so to make sure I don't get sick. And I don't like my sniffling. My congestion is not cool. And I know you guys can still hear me, because that's why we got the wireless mics mic'd up. Microphone check, microphone checker. Microphone check, microphone mic checker. Microphone check, microphone mic checker. Might as well grab a beer while I'm down here too. Hey, wait, where is my? Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. And it's alright. Oh shit. There we go. There we go, yo. Oh, don't lose that. I already lost one of the magnets on the mic. And that's not good because I don't think I'll be able to replace it. I might be able to. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little cold. Sounds like sniffles. Yeah. Well, hopefully I'm in a good enough health-wise to do the presentation tomorrow. I'll do a little live. Still, no one in the chat. Look at how well that's burning. We're out here in like 40 mile per hour winds, 40 knots maybe. Like it's heavy winds. The surf was on today for sure, someplace. But it's out of the south. I don't know where the south winds do well. I think they do better in Wisconsin surf than here in Indiana, Chicago. I think we want like the north winds is what we, northeastern, north, anything north. And these are out of, this one right now is out of the south. So that might favor, I think, Wisconsin. I'm not positive. I've been doing anything but working, man. Work. A couple days off. We spend time with you guys. Go and eat some good food. I ate last week. Actually, last week we just went to a basic Mexican place that was really, really good. Taco Max. I think they opened up a spot in Wrigleyville now. They're on Montrose Avenue here in Chicago. And as far as the north side goes, they make like some of the best salsas. They make a lomo taco, which is like a ribeye steak taco, and it's like the meat isn't chopped at all. It's like in big chunks or little rounds, and that's my favorite. And then my girl got the fish tacos, which are new. It's a tilapia taco, breaded tilapia, and those were actually really good too. They had very nice fresh cabbage, and the salsas there are so good. So yeah, we ate there, and I even took stuff to go home, right? Like I buy extra salsa to take home and then to take to work. They charge you $0.25 for the salsa, but that's okay. You spend a couple bucks and you got enough salsa for like the tacos you might make at home or something like that. And it's wise when you're there. Yeah, if you're there, like pick up stuff for lunch. You know what I mean? Like if you're at a taco spot, you just go home, grab another 4 tacos and stuff. Put it in the fridge. Put in your storage container to go to work, and you're good. And then you heat them up in the microwave, and they still end up being very, very good. Especially if you bring the salsa with you. Like add the salsa. The salsa's the key. Everybody knows that. It's some sort of common sense when you go to a Mexican place. You keep that salsa. If you didn't use it or the stuff that you didn't use, yeah, you keep it, right? Or if you get, you want some extra for the house or whatever, they'll sell you a bunch of the salsa. They'll sell you like a bunch, like a whole little larger container too. Like a little lata of it. They'll sell it to you. You'd probably only be like $2, and it's better salsa than you would pay fucking $6 at fucking your grocery or something like that. So, little tip for you guys to do when you go to a Mexican restaurant: ask them to purchase some of the salsa, purchase some of the fucking. They're canned anyways, like the hot peppers and shit like that. Purchase that shit, or if they got güero, if they got like pickled güero or anything pickled, even the pickled cabbage, any item that you might like. Say, hey, can I get a little something of that to use for yourself for your own cooking? Mexican restaurants are really good about that shit. You know, oh man, this cigar is really very flavorful. Man, this thing, the Frigidor did this thing wonders. Has a very nice, little pastoral character to it. I always mention that, or I seem to mention it a lot, but this is a little greener. It's a little greener. It's not a sweetness. Cedar, walnut, and what's that green? Man, it almost tastes like that wheatgrass, man. It's a heavy green. Very nice balances. Man, it's just that's just the way it is now, guys. Like, the quality of cigars in the marketplace right now, especially new rolled cigars, is so good. There's so many good cigars, and even the low end cigars like this are just fabulous smokes. Yes, it could be some of the aging to me, but I don't do anything to it. I'm just putting it away and letting it breathe, you know, like letting it. This one was not in the cello, or I actually took the cello off. If there was a cello, I don't recall, but it has been out of the cello for quite some time. But yeah, the quality of cigars, of New World cigars, is just fabulous. We have such good tobacco out there that's out there right now. So many good cigars. So many good cigars out there. And you don't have to break the bank. You know, like this, again, this one may have been like $4 a piece or something like that. You know what I mean? Cheap shit. I'm drinking the cheap stuff. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a good like beer review. Well, here comes a gust. It's been a while since we've done the real MMA sip and smoke with a good beer review. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. We'll see what the climate's like, how the weather is like. It should be pretty good. It's supposed to be all right. We'll see how I feel. I got some good cigars on tap, guys. I got some stuff, man. I got some stuff. I got a bunch of cigars that I could actually like choose to smoke with you guys tomorrow. We'll see what my mood is like. I got a nice Connecticut. I got a bunch of some stuff that I don't even know. Like I said, at this point now, because I go to Norwood Park Royal Cigars enough, I walk in there and I just have, I look, basically the guy points out stuff to me and he says, you'll like this based on like my experience. And if I look at the wrapper and I look at what it is, I'm like, okay, yeah, I want one of those. Like the last time, the only cigar that I chose on my own was a Pomodoro Connecticut because 808, my Hawaiian guy highly recommended it, the 10-year Connecticut Aniversario Pomodoro, and it looked really good too. And I was like, shit. And then it was fucking $18. I was like, this motherfucker recommended a goddamn $18 cigar. I'm like, oh, I gotta buy it. I gotta try it. I said I would try it, so I got it, and look forward to having that at some point and doing a review for you. As well as some other stuff. Got like 6 different cigars that I could do a review with. Who's there? There's Joey. Yo, what's up, baby? I think last time I was drunk, Joey, I was like threatening fucking Max. Like, because him and Wes Watson, they're so stupid. They go out, they're criminals. They can't own guns. Like, and they go out and like fucking threaten people. And people like back down to them just because they're like big motherfuckers. I'd be like, oh, you want to meet me outside? No problem, dude. You want to meet me outside? Yeah, let's go outside. I don't have to shoot you in here. Joey, yeah, the rating on this one is pretty solid, man. It's an inexpensive cigar. It's not genuinely in the 9 Club because it just doesn't have the flavors that it has aren't like really accentuated. They're not. It's got good harmony though, man. For price to what it smokes, it would be in the 9 Club, right? For a $4 cigar, it would be in the 9 Club, but it's not. And it's premium, but it's not like elite. So I can't put it in the 9 Club, right? So I'm just gonna put it at a solid 8.2. Right, solid 8.2. I don't think I don't know where I've smoked this a few times before, so I don't know what I'm going to call it. But I had this one in my Frigidor, my fridge that I converted into a humidor. I think for like a year, and that's really helped this cigar. Yeah, so yeah, I wanted to smoke something. I can't. It's better that I don't smoke indoors actually, because cigars do. You need your own room with a lot of ventilation, man. Cigars, they do a home nasty, like probably worse than cigarettes. I don't know about that. I think cigarettes are still worse. Because somebody that smokes indoors and the cigarettes in their home, you walk in, I'm like, oh, whoa. Cigars are pretty bad too, and so it's just better that I don't smoke indoors. But in the evenings, like right now, I have to worry about my neighbors. Hopefully, I'm not disturbing my neighbors. Hopefully, I'm not disturbing my family. Hopefully, I'm not, like I'm out here. It could be problematic, and it's windy. But I wanted to smoke something, so I grabbed this out of the Frigidor. This is the last of what it is. Yeah, Joey, I'm liking Thug Rose as Dog Money too, man. Just better boxing, but as we see now, like with Ilia Topuria, and even though she lost to Manon Fjord, like Blanchfield, is like Rose is not a little girl anymore. She's a grown woman, and the younger generation now, I think we might be seeing a transition where these younger fighters have the speed, right? Like what people don't realize with Erin Blanchfield is she's actually a very good kickboxer, and Doug, Rose Namajunas is as well. And what about like better wrestling? I'd have to give that to Blanchfield, but better jiu-jitsu, I'd have to give that to Thug Rose, but not by much, if that. But the price, I wish you were a bigger dog, but yeah, I like Thug Rose as well. I'm not completely sold there because Blanchfield's been my money maker for so long that taking Blanchfield on that money line, because she's only like what is it? She's like minus 120 favorite. You could bet her on the money line. And her speed, like her awareness, her speed, and Rose has fallen into that, like the cat, the touching. She's fallen into that. The one black dude, what's his name? That I fucking hate. Now did he go to PFL? Whatever. He's a coach now. Like always touching, jabbing and moving. Like she's moving more than striking. Like that's Rose's problem lately, is that she's moving more than hitting. And you just can't move around the octagon. We saw that with Max Holloway. Like Max is moving, but that movement didn't work because the hand speed of the fighters nowadays is so good, right? And you're always on your back foot when you're moving around, and Rose is doing that a lot. She's not coming forward in the same way that she once did. And I know she works with Trevor Whitman as well as her husband, or yeah, are they married? Yeah, they're married. So I'm sort of with you there, but I'm not completely there. When do you get Thug Rose, former champion at fucking Dog Money though? and I think she belongs at this weight class. I think this is a big fight for both of them. I think, winner of this gets a possible championship or gets to be put in there as for a championship fight. Oh, did I wake up one of my neighbors? See a light turned on. I wonder what light it was. They might come and talk to me and say, "Hey, Roberto, I know you're doing your MMA show, MMA Sip and Smoke, and you are the Bout Better. Could you please take that inside, please? Because we can hear you and we have to work tomorrow. It's a work day, school day." And maybe I will. It all depends how people ask you, you know what I mean? If they come in and like, "What the fuck, man? I gotta work tomorrow. What you doing?" I'll be like, "Fuck your ass." But you come, you're like, hey, Roberto, it's really late. I know you're doing a live broadcast of your great show on YouTube, even though you don't have a lot of subscribers and everything. I'll subscribe if you just take it inside and, because I could hear you. But you can still see what I'm drinking. I don't want to tell people, I don't want to recommend the stuff I'm drinking them right now, even though I love it. Because one, it's cheap. Actually, no, one, besides it being cheap, it's just bad for you. Lots of sugar. Lots of flavor, because it's juicy. So it's like one of those mixed cocktail drinks, mixed cocktails. And they're fabulous. I love them. I know they're horrible for me, and they get me fucked up, man. They got fucking high alcohol content. It's not like fucking Four Locos or anything like that, but I'll drink that shit too. I haven't had one in years, but I'll drink it. I mean, some of them can be pretty flavorful, and this stuff is. Like, you could mix this, mix this stuff that I got. You add some additional fucking tequila to it. Ooh, some ice and some lime and fresh fruit. Ooh, it's so good. I'll take those like pre-made margarita drinks, add more booze, add some fruit, and oh my God, and with some crushed ice. Ooh, tastes so good. Tastes so good. So that's what I'm drinking. And it is MMA Sip and Smoke, but MMA Sip and Smoke I got to be like Portnoy. Like, if I'm drinking something that I'm going to talk about, it's got to be worthy of talking about. Yeah, I think this fight is going to come down to controlling the octagon, hand speed, wrestling, and counter wrestling, right? Norman says, would you rather fight 3 Brandon Morenos or 1 John Jones? Shit, I'd rather fucking fight 1 John Jones. 3 Brandon Morenos are gonna fuck you up. Are you kidding me? Because like one could actually like strike with you a little bit, and then he doesn't have to submit you. The second Moreno doesn't have to submit you. He just has to control you. Whoa. He just has to control you. And the third one will just beat the living crap out of you. 1 John Jones, you just got to worry about the eye pokes and that oblique kick and his wrestling. I think John Jones has, I wouldn't say overrated wrestling, but because it's pretty damn good. It's really just his arm length, his reach. He has like I think Ngannou is the only person that might have longer reach than him. He's got like fucking 77-inch arms or something. His wingspan is insane. I don't know why he didn't go into football like his brothers. Like, he would have been a great tight end, a great receiver. Maybe he was still too tall? I don't know. I don't understand why he didn't pursue football. Who cares if they're like 5'5", Norman? 3, 5'5", Brandon Morenos? You're dead. Like I said, one's going to strike with you, then the other one's going to take you down and hold you and not submit you. He can submit you too, but no, he doesn't have to. And then the other two are going to pulverize you. I will take, basically I would take three Brandon Morenos against John Jones. That's what your question is. And I would take the, okay, you take John Jones? No, I'll take three Brandon Morenos against John Jones any day. Any day. And I think John Jones will tell you that too. I think John Jones will be like, nah, I don't want to have nothing to do with three Brandon Morenos. Because Brandon has a chin, has excellent jiu-jitsu, has good boxing, right? Much faster, quicker, and good octagon generalship. You know, like good octagon awareness. I don't understand your question as in who I would have to fight. Yeah, I would fight John Jones one-on-one as opposed to three Brandon Morenos. Are you kidding me? That's an easy decision. Previous UFC champion. We're talking about the baby assassin. Are you kidding me? Don't diss the guy. Yeah, but Eddie Hall was fighting like cans, like they don't even fight as good as I fight. Like Eddie Hall was like those weren't legitimate like UFC fighters. Those are guys off the street that they just fucking, what do they call those? What do they call those fucking English people and fucking that were in Snatch that like Brad Pitt played? Those fucking guys that you can't even understand what the fuck they say. They just grabbed some literally three dudes out the trailer park for Eddie Hall to beat. Do you think Eddie Hall has a chance against three actual MMA fighters? Name three people on this card that are the worst fighters on this card, and they would beat the living shit out of Eddie Hall. Three Rose Namajunas might beat Eddie Hall. Because it's going to be the same thing. Like one of them's going to distract him, the other one's going to fucking wrestle him down, and one's going to fucking put him in a hold. Yeah, I would take three here. That's a good thing for you, Norman. Neither is Hall. No, I would take three Rose Namajunas. I think three Rose Thug Rose, or even three Aaron Blanchfields would beat Eddie Hall. We're talking like two women. Those two women are lifelong MMA practitioners. They fight. You know, like remember in the 300, name your profession. Who like you? Oh, you're a tailor. Oh, you're this. Eddie Hall's whatever, the strongman weightlifter. Oh, that's your profession. Well, Aaron Blanchfield and Thug Rose, they are fighters. Their profession is fighting. Oh, me versus Joey Stacks. When I was younger of age, I'd fuck Joey Stacks up. I'd fuck him up, dude. I'd kickbox the living shit out of him. And if he wanted to wrestle, I would choke him out. I'd actually let him take me down and I would choke him out. But I actually could like kick. Back in the day when I could kick, when I had my knees still, I would fuck Joey Stacks up. He's small, dude. He's smaller than me. I'm like 5'9". And I used to be 5'10". I'm on the reclining side. I'm getting older. And I used to be able to kick. I used to kickbox. You know, I did Muay Thai. I would fucking obliterate Joey Stacks in my prime. I would obliterate him. And I wrestled. Joey Stacks would be nothing to me. I'm not afraid of Joey Stacks even now, without the weapon. And then once he might have had advantage, then I'd shoot him. But no. Even at my age, I don't let Joey Stacks like play me like he did some of those fools over there. I don't give a shit how big you are. I might knock you out with one punch. Joe is a big dude like that. I'll smack the shit out of him. He's 5'8", 200. I'm 5'9", 200. But my 200 ain't muscle, but ask what I do. Like, I grew up wrestling, surfing, skating, fighting. Right? I've done multiple martial arts. I will fuck his ass. Back in the day, I would have fucked him up. Back when he's like 34, or whatever, 35. He met me when I was 34, 35. I would fuck him up so bad. Are you kidding me? I would fucking destroy him. He wouldn't even be able to grab me. And if he did, I would choke his ass out. I would welcome him. Oh, you want to try to choke me? You want to grab me? Oh, fine. I'd backpack him. I still might fuck him up. I'm fucking 54 years old. Yeah, he's no athleticism. He's not even good at what he does. Right? Like, other guys have better physiques than him. You know, I admire more the other guy who's practicing fighting too, but who's got like I forgot his name, not the bodybuilding champ, but the other guy who's like a bromance, like it actually like has athleticism. That's what you worry about. He's like 6 foot something, like not Brumsfield. No, Joey Stacks, fuck Joey's. Wheels, no hell, no Wheels. I'd be scared. I'd be afraid of Wheels. Because Wheels, being that he's from that strength stuff, even if I punch him or kick him, the guy's so used to pain, he's not going to be phased. Wheels could have been a good MMA fighter if he trained in MMA, which it's way too late for him to like get into it. That dude's a beast, dude. That dude's, you know, you could say Eddie Hall is too, but Wheels is an athlete. Like, he's got wingspan. Look at the difference between Eddie Hall and Wheels. Like, Wheels is now trying to transition into bodybuilding, and he has that physique. He has the genetics, right? Wheels could have done, he's fine doing what he's doing, but, and Wheels has got that X factor, that real heart. Like, I think Joey Stacks, like, puts out that he's got heart, and it's all just bravado. It's all just machismo. It's all just like, you know, Wheels started steroids at 12. I believe it. Yeah, Wheels definitely could have been an MMA fighter. Stacks could not be a good MMA fighter. At any weight class, he wouldn't, like the lower weight classes. Like you said, what, he's 5'5", 5'8"? He's not even 5'8", dude. Joey Stacks is as small as Prince. Joey Stacks is small, dude. He's not even 5'8". He's like 5'5". He is teeny. He's teeny. If teeny. Wheels is perfect for power slap. Because I'm telling you, that motherfucker could accept pain. To be the power, just like Eddie Hall, to be the kind of strongman kind of guy. Those dudes love pain in a different way that we don't understand. It's just like MMA fighters, but they're on a different adrenaline level of accepting pain, because when you're lifting that kind of weight, what it does to your body, it pains you. That's why they bleed and they're fucking, you know, they have to have a very strong pain threshold. Like, Eddie Hall, no, I think Wheels more than Eddie Hall. Like, if I hit him, he's just going to look at you. Like, I don't have the strength caliber, you know, whereas I think, you know, like, Joey Stacks is a little phony. You know, he's going to hurt. He's going to be, oh, you knocked out my tooth. The other thing about Stacks is, like, Stacks is a narcissist. So the moment you smack him and you hit him, he's like, oh, okay, all right, okay. He's not going to want to really scrap. Where Wheels and even Eddie Hall, those motherfuckers will go until you fucking tap them out or beat the living crap out of them. And Wheels is fucking a badass. Yeah, Wheels is. I'm telling you, Wheels is one of those people. Different pain threshold. Like he won't do it, but you could stick a fucking a sting of fire. You could light him with this fucking lighter right here, and he's not gonna fucking flinch. He's gonna be like, ugh. He's gonna work through the pain. He's gonna mitigate the pain, and that's what mitigate the pain. Whereas like Joey Stack is like, oh, you hurt me. He's gonna be shocked that somebody smaller hurt him, and he's gonna quit. Wheels is not gonna quit. Eddie Hall's not gonna quit. Those guys are not gonna quit. Yeah, they're not gonna quit. Man, the wind is getting stronger. And take the band off, guys. Actually, no, I can't. What I've been trying to do is take the band off solid rather than peel it off, slide it off. It's just funny, all these YouTubers, people in the YouTube that want to fight. It's like, dude, you don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I gotta work. My knees are bad. I don't want to fight. I'm not rich. Joey says that Wheels got the invite to Thor's gym. Not everybody gets an invite there. Yeah. Because Wheels, he's got also that motivation. You can see the beer still. Wheels has got that, like that spirit, man. Like I said, Wheels would have been good in MMA. Look how well Bobby Lashley did. Bobby Lashley, Bautista had a little MMA. Now Bautista, I think, is like a blue belt. Yeah, Tyson versus Paul. Man, that's just a money grab. And you know what? You know what's smart about Logan Paul, is their price point on their pay-per-views. Like, what is it? Like $10? They're so smart because his audience are all kids. Like, that's so smart to do. Like, why stream it on the Stream East when you could actually like just pay $10, $15 for it? So smart. And doing it with Tyson because they're friends, they're buddies. I bit my finger on it. They're buddies, like they're just in it for the money. It's basically an exhibition fight, right? Like what's exhibition rules, and it's a win-win for both of them. Tyson gets access to Jake Paul's audience and keeps his legacy growing. Like kids are going to be like, oh, let's watch Tyson. They don't know who he is. And then Paul gets credibility for beating a legend, right? It's just the win-win for both of them. So I'm not that excited about it because I just know it's not fake, but it's an exhibition match. Just like that Eddie Hall fighting the three dudes. It's fake. It's exhibition. It's exhibition. I bit my finger again. I bit my finger. Back to the cigar. Yeah, 8.2. It has a green flavor to it that is fabulous. Like that walnut to green. Like, there's something that is non-premium in the cigar that prevents it from getting to be an elite. I guess I didn't want to peel it off. It's going to peel off. Man, that's a good ass. Every cigar I got is good, guys. All the cigars that I bring to you, I don't think, only once, and I stopped the stream. I don't think I've ever brought a bad cigar. If you look through the history of my sip and smokes, and through the litany of, mainly sip and smokes, or any of the shorts that I do, all the cigars that I present to you guys are just, you can't go wrong with them. They're for different people. Wow. Oh my God. Love whatever. I can't place it's almost like a broccoli, right? Oh, that's a good one. Joey Jourdain versus Victor Henry. Ooh, I'm torn on my guy Victor Henry at that plus money, man. But you know what? Jourdain's gonna have to wrestle him and try to submit him. Jourdain does not want to stand with Victor Henry. He does not want to stand with Victor Henry. But they're in Canada. I would say that Jourdain and Burial, even against Stutz is Stuffoltz or whatever his name is, are the biggest guys that might lose. Wait. I think that even fucking this guy's brother from TriStar has a tough fight too. Right? We'll talk a little bit more about that tomorrow. Like we could brief on it right now, but yeah, man, that's a tough one. I picked Victor Henry. I didn't discover him, but I put, I did a little piece on him, like the dude that got watched, and I got him at big plus 320, and he won. Remember that? Remember, like, fucking Victor Henry won that fucking fight for us as a dog to watch? Remember that piece. I have a few victories. I have a few wins in my commentating, my assessments of fighting. And Jordan, Malat's gonna win that fight. Malat's gonna fucking knock Gavin Giles out. Like, it's gonna be, dude. As long as Mike Malott is fucking healthy, he's even at plus 230, I'd consider max betting him. Like, he's like Chimaev last week, like the biggest lock on the fucking card. Malott's gonna fucking knock him out. Was he plus 500? I thought he was like plus 350 or plus 360. I forget what it was. I don't know if it was plus 500. I think it was like plus 360. Yeah, it's the UFC debut. I put him on. I put it on. Like I said, I've made some good picks here. But and Mike Malott in Canada, in hometown Edmington. Pooh, I think he's from Edmington, he's from, I forget where he's from, but it's going to be Malott is the biggest favorite on the card. He should be like a plus 400, even against Gavin Giles. I think at minus 230, he's still a fucking money line favorite. Parlay it all day. I'd parlay him. Malott is my lock of the night, for sure. That's my lock of the night. And I know he's a favorite. That dude hit so hard. He's over there he's with Team Alpha Male. I don't know what he's been doing. I have to watch Instagram. I need to do that Instagram thing a little more. But yeah, Malott is like, it's tough for me to like bet a lot of money at plus 230, whatever he is. At minus 230, whatever he is. But I'd almost break my rule. Like minus 200 is my, that's a good, parlay fucking Chimaev and Mike Malott. Yeah, that would have been a good ass parlay. For sure. I think Malott's gonna fucking easy. I don't know if he'll get the KO. But what is Gavin Giles going to do to this guy? Doesn't have excellent fun in a stand-up war all day. Malott is a beast. He's got a little cardio issue, He slows down, and not the best. I don't know. I think it's like he has a little too much coach in him, and his own like his own ring generalship. He knows that he's winning, so he'll coast, and that you can't do that all the time in a fight. And he sort of gasses. Like his I don't know what it is about his cardio, but he's at home. There's no reason he should gas. Too bad GSP is a Frenchie. Can't really put him on the board for Canada. Hey, hell yeah, you can. You could put fucking Malott as a Canadian. What do you got? What are you talking about, dude? Malott's hella Canadian. Come on. Malott's hella Canadian. You can't put me as a Canadian, even though I lived in Canada for 7 years. I don't know how old you are, but I have pride for Canada. And in fact, I was talking to my guy at MMA Real News, and I forgot to make a piece on that. I was supposed to look for up-and-coming Canadian fighters that could be champions. Canada's got some tough dudes, man. I never had any squabbles, and I lived in Vancouver. But Canadian guys they got that farm strength. They got that Canadian Northern Lights, take off to the Great White North fucking strength, man. They got heart and a good underrated wrestling, just like GSP, right? Underrated wrestling. Yeah, it's a Scott dog. Come on. GSP sort of a Frenchie, Quebecois, Frenchie, just like myself. I'm sort of a Mexican, not a Mexicant, right? I mean, shit translates. That stuff translates. GSP was a great champion. GSP took on all comers. Look at let's just compare GSP and Khabib. Name the great fighters other than Conor McGregor, and I'm excluding Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje. They are great fighters, but name the elite fighters that Khabib beat. Put it in the chat. Tell me who Khabib beat. You could list a fucking litany of fighters that GSP has beaten. He's beaten so many good fighters. And how many title defenses? Fucking Khabib has got 4 title defenses? 3? I think GSP has 9. That's why you have to put John Jones as number 1, period. Easily in that all-time great discussion. Is dude, he's been defending his championship since he was his 3rd fucking UFC fight. He's got same with Demetrius Johnson. He's got 9, 10 title defenses. Actually, that's a good question, guys. Who has more title defenses? And you guys can look at it yourselves. I could look at it right here. Who has more title defenses, Demetrius Johnson or John Jones? Those are the 2 goats. Oh, shit. Those are the 2 goats right there. Joey's saying, who's the fighter of the year, Topuria or Pieta? That's a very, very good question. That is a very, very good question. I might put Topuria up there. I might put Topuria over Pieta, even though Piera's been more active. Oh no, Pieta beat. Actually, I can't say that. No, you're very good. I think that the fighter year should be Pieta again. If he wasn't last year, he should be the top fighter. Why? Because he's beat more previous champions. Right? Topuria has only beat 1 previous champion. And Pieta's beat 3 or 4. Right? He beat Strickland. he beat, although Strickland wasn't a champion at that time, he beat the black dude. Yeah, he beat the Russian, but whatever, Czech guy. Yeah, it's got to be Pieta. Pieta's for sure. Pieta has the best fight resume within 3 years than any other fighter in any other division or any other sport, any other fighting sport ever. Like he has what he's accomplished in the past 3 years is insane. Oh, and I remember, like, I had a Pieta bet, which was one of my best bets. I had him to finish and I had him in the over. I had him for a TKO. It was against Bruno Silva. He beat the shit out of him in the third round. I had the not to go the distance. I did the trifecta with him. It was like a $900 profit. Like I bet like fucking, what was it, like $60 to make $900? Yeah, he beat Polish Power. He's beat all these champs. That Pieta, that fight, I remember that fight. That was one of my best bets ever. I had Pieta to win via TKO. I had him the over, and I had him on the money line. I had it all. Like, it was like one of the best bets I've ever made. And Pieta did that. Yeah, Pieta for sure. What he's accomplished right now, I would argue that Pieta might be one of the greatest UFC fighters ever. And if he goes to heavyweight, he could be the greatest ever. And that's what I think he should do. I think he should do what John Jones did, what John Jones is doing now. Focus on that muscle building, that body building, while he can with the steroids. And then fight at heavyweight and get the heavyweight belt too. Three belts in 3 divisions. Yeah. Well, let's see if Pieta likes it. 3 belts in 3 divisions. I don't think Pieta should do that, Joey. I should think Pieta should wait. He should train, take the year off, just a year, take the year off, train for heavyweight, and fight the winner of. But we'll see what John Jones, like that's a horrible bout. Why is John Jones fighting fucking Stipe? And is that for the belt? That's gotta be the worst fight ever. John Jones should be fucking fighting Aspinall. And then Aspinall and the winner of that should be fucking fighting Pieta. Stipe's done. Stipe doesn't fucking sell. I'm gonna get another beer. He doesn't sell. Why in the fuck is Stipe even considered in this whole shit? Right? Like, Stipe shouldn't even be. Stipe should just go and retire. He's got his fucking fireman's retirement ship. He's made money. He's not gonna beat John Jones. What the fuck is that? He's not gonna beat John Jones. So what the fuck is going on here? Like, this is like Dana is giving John Jones a bone, throwing him a bone here, because Dana's gonna make easy money. It's one of those it's a boxing card where you have like one good fight, which is not even that good of a fight, and then he's gonna throw a bunch of garbage on the undercard. Bunch of fucking garbage, and try to sell it as a pay-per-view. Are you kidding me? Are you gonna do that shit? Ooh. Like, it is total garbage. Total garbage. I don't know why they're doing that. They're slowing it up, and they're slowing Pieta's actually the biggest loser of that. Because I agree with Connor. I want to see Pieta versus fucking John Jones. A year, or Aspinall. Pieta versus Aspinall? Be fucking sick ass fight. Are you kidding me? Who wants to see Stipe fight? No, Let me know how many fans of Stipe got. Let me know if you're a fan of Stipe. Fucking. Yeah, that Stipe John Jones fight. You know what it is? I think they already signed the contracts. And so Dana doesn't want to, like, he might have to, there's probably a clause or something where if he kicks, if they change the card, he has to pay both. But he has enough money. He has enough money. Like, he has to pay both John Jones and Stipe a certain fee if they change it. If they change something up, he's got to pay, like, maybe Stipe show money, which might be what, $1 million, right? And John Jones his show money, and give him $1 million. But on the back end, they're gonna make more money. I mean, I don't understand the business sense enough. I think it's a money grab. I think like Dana sees it like, oh, well, am I gonna pay the $2 million? I can save my $2 million and still make a profit, putting them on this padded bullshit card where they're the only ones, gonna sell, and everybody else is gonna be crap. And I could put maybe some up and comers on there. I have no idea what they're thinking. The fight is in 2 weeks? Oh, no. All right. It's in 2 weeks, yeah. It's still a crap card. I didn't look at the complete card. I was looking at this week. I didn't look forward. I should look forward, but still makes no business sense. I think it's a money grab. I think it's just like a boxing match. Like Dana is resorting now to those boxing tactics where you have one championship fight and then you load up this up and comers and all these other people to support it, and you make money on your pay-per-view somehow, even though it's not a big profit, you still is a decent profit. Because what really comes out, it's not even legitimate to an extent. Like, Aspinall's the interim champ. You're supposed to fight, if you're the champ, you're supposed to fight the interim champion, not the retired fireman. And I'm a big Stipe fan. I don't think he has I don't think he even has a puncher's chance against John Jones. John Jones is going to be faster. John Jones is going to be all the way around a lot better. John Jones is going to be a better wrestler. Like, John Jones is going to submit him. I think John Jones is going to submit him. Yeah, what happened to Kobe? You would think that Kobe, I think maybe it's a lot of the legal shit that he might be going through. Like, Kobe's out of the picture a little bit, and you would think that during the Trump thing going on, with all this Trump stuff, you think Kobe would be front and center. Yeah, that's a good question. What happened to Kobe? I don't know. You would know better than I am because you're into that Instagram shit. Lot of nuts. Lot of cedar in the cigar. Yeah, it being an election year, I'm surprised Kobe Covington is not front and center. I bet it has a lot to do with his legal shit with Masvidal and other stuff, right? He should have been doing more right now, but maybe nothing came up there for him, because I think Kobe would do very well against Bilal Muhammad. Yeah, Joey, I miss you. I miss you, Joey. I miss my job. I miss my old life. I fucked up really bad. I did fuck up, guys. I fucked up. I'm working harder. But I'm better. Like, I'm 54. My arms are in good shape. All I have is my beer tits, my estrogen from the alcohol I drank in my gut. But I'm in great shape. I'm working hard, unfortunately. I missed the opportunity to travel. Is just eating me alive. And then on another note, like, I still harbor anger. I still harbor malintent. And I don't like that. That's not me, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be positive. And when I'm smoking a cigar, I want to be positive. I want to be positive. But it is, I mentioned it before, it's very embarrassing. It was a big mistake. Yeah, I missed the way it was before. Before we had it, dude, we had it good. I fucked up. I fucked up, man. I did fuck up. I fucked up big. I fucked up big. Because now I'm working hard, and I have the hardest, shittiest job on the airfield. And I think my punishment is done. My penance is done. I'm gonna try and find something else. We're gonna find something. We're gonna make another opportunity. And because I don't belong where I am at. But yeah, envoy is the easiest job on the airfield. It's the best job on the airfield, without a doubt. That's all I'm gonna say. And God forbid, I run. You know what? I'm gonna forgive him. I have forgiveness in me, but depending on my condition, I don't know. Mm. Cedar. Not the walnut's gone and the greenery's gone. Final third, final almost nub. Oh, the green is subtle now. And it's starting to come undone because of the wind and all the conditions, but fabulous construction. We're out here in 40 knot winds, like high winds, and look how nice it's burning. Incredible. What is the green? Very pastoral. This subtle green. I mentioned broccoli before. It's not quite that rich, or that it has that like broccoli kind of character. Broccoli. Long cedar. And the earth tones are like dissipated. There's nothing earth tones to it. It's that strong cedar, a little walnut, and then this green taste to it. And a lot of people may not like that green, but I like that green. I like that green. Very nice. That green. I just can't. I don't have the vocabulary. Maybe I just don't know. Yeah, be your First Amendment guy. Yeah, he's gonna get his ass kicked. Yeah, the First Amendment movement is not like the best movement to be in. Challenging police officers on a daily basis is like not in your best interest because a lot of them don't have, even though they pass the very good, Look at yourself, Joey. Like, they pass the psychological profile. They're not the most psychologically stable people that you want to fuck with. And like myself, eventually, you know, you don't want to fuck with me. You don't want to fuck with people like us. Like, I'm good at possibly fucking with cops, like, in that way, but I live amongst them. So I have respect for police officers. I got a lot of respect for police officers and firemen, especially police officers, especially firemen. And nurses. I got a lot of first responders around me. Like, nurses live around me. Like, they're fantastic people. Like, the people I live around, the cops and people I live around with, they're fantastic. But there are a lot of them that, just like your boy, I didn't get hired from United, and he was a drug addict, and he got hired. I walk around United. They're guys that are handicapped. They shouldn't even be working, and they're still working. They're still working, and I didn't get hired. I was like, holy fucking shit. I work around these people all day, and I do more work. I do more work, and a harder job. I do more work, and a more hazardous to your health. And I'm driving around all day, They drive around a little moment here and there. It looks like I'm freezing a little bit. It could be the battery power. Let me look. Guys. Oh, Wi-Fi is still strong. Oh no, the battery power is good. Battery's at 60%. It's just the wind and the... No! Oh, it was empty. I mean, you have to choose what you do in YouTube wisely. And some people are like, I'm not that wise. I'm in a crowded space doing something slightly unique because, again, like, even though Joe Rogan and those guys, like, have their MMA podcast, they never, like, really talk about what they're drinking, what they're smoking. And I do something a little different, and I'm mixing two different communities and two different things into one thing, and I'm who I am and not as charismatic or whatever as these other people, but that's all right. I'm not trying to make money off this thing. I'm not trying to get rich. I would love some cigars. All you cigar companies out there, if you guys want your cigars reviewed by I'm not a professional cigar smoker anymore, but by a cigar connoisseur, send me your cigars. Or if you're one of my fans, please send me your cigars. I am the Bout Better. If you made it this far, you are a Bout Better as well. I got 2 people watching only. Joey being one of them. I still can't figure out that green. Nah, nobody's voting red. I already voted. I voted blue. None of that Trump shit here. Fuck that motherfucker. As I tell Joey, you don't understand, like, and you should, because you are from immigrants. Like, your mom's an immigrant, and your dad's an immigrant. My mom is so scared of Trump, and I'm scared of my mom getting trapped by Trump. What would happen, for example, just say as an example, because my mom now is forgotten to speak English very well. She still can, but it's not the same. Like she's reverted back to only speaking in Spanish. Like I told this one black dude I work with, like he was a Trump supporter. I'm like, with his reclamation, his evacuating immigrants or whatever, kicking out immigrants. Like, what do you think is going to happen when Trump or the administration, by accident, grabs my mom, who's a legal citizen, that doesn't speak English anymore, who has dementia, and they imprison her? What do you think that her sons, two of which are fucking military veterans, and myself, what do you think we're going to do? What do you people, what do you think we're going to do? Do you think there is that we're not, like all of us, well, my younger, he's armed with me, and then my old, like we have, like, what do you think's going to happen? You think we're going to allow my mother to be imprisoned and deported to where? To Puerto Rico? To, like, they mistaken her and send her off to fucking Valenzuela or something? You think we're going to allow that shit? The moment she's missing and we figure out, like, oh, she's in detention somewhere else. It's not going to be friendly. It's not going to be friendly. I don't care if I get banned on YouTube for saying that shit. You can't do this deportation bullshit. It's crap. You can't do the terror bullshit. It's crap. The deportation thing, if you are an American, it should scare you. Because we are a country of immigrants. Like, dude, he like, Trump is married to Ivanka Trump. He cheated the system to get his mom into the country. Right? Slovakia, wherever they're fucking from. And her. She could barely speak fucking English. Whoa! Like, she could barely speak fucking English. And she's over here as a first lady trying to talk about our values here. Get the fuck out of here. You haven't lived here for fucking, like, you only lived here for like 10 years, 15 years. You're talking about American values? You gotta be kidding me. My mom has lived here for 60 plus years. And she's scared of Trump. Scared that she's going to be deported to where? She's like, I don't know where they will take me. And that's true. What, are they going to deport her to Puerto Rico, where she's from? They don't fucking know. I'm telling you, this is a bad idea. And you guys thinking of voting for Trump are idiots. You are garbage. You don't even know why you want to vote for a guy because you think he's a badass. He's not a badass. He's a bitch. Trump is a little bitch who wears diapers, who wears makeup, fake hair. He's all fake. He's so phony. You guys are fucking all over him. It's crazy. You want to talk about policy, economy? He's running like how he's a fucking. He bankrupt a fucking casino where the house always wins. The house always wins. And he bankrupt casinos and didn't pay all his vendors, all his contractors. Didn't pay those people. That's the people I'd be paying. And then he walked off. He's not even the luckiest loser. He is not the luckiest loser. Like, that's an insult to us losers. Because right now I'm a loser. I'm losing in the bets. I'm still down this year, $900. Last year was $1,700. And that's why I like slow down my betting. And I've always been fucking clear with people. I think that's the thing that you fuckers don't realize. Like, I'd love to see all these fucking goddamn cappers, all these dudes fucking DraftKings report, because it prints out a report. You could look at, like, what you're winning, what you're making, right from DraftKings, if that's what you're doing. I'm doing DraftKings. And you could see what your online bets are, right? And you could see where you're at. Like, I'm still down $2,600 from the past year and a half, almost 2 years now, almost 2 years. $2,600 losing, but I admit that. I am admit it. Like, none of these people, they never admit they lose anything. And they're in their rooms and they have the thing and everybody's like sending them money and all this. Oh, are you kidding me? Like, the cigar on the gambling side, not the fucking cigar side. The cigar side, that's a different thing. I'm a little disappointed on the cigar side, but that's a whole different matter. Like, I'm mixing oranges and apples and oranges, like, with my show, with what I do live. But as far as the gambling goes, are you fucking kidding me? There's never any clear. Most of the people that you guys listen to fucking lose. All their data is fabricated. All those, like, oh, pay for this channel, pay for that. They're just taking your money and paying their rent and making more content, which is smart. I mean, it's smart. I would do the same thing. I could still be a losing gambler if I made a lot of content. I could still be a losing gambler. And be a successful YouTuber? I probably can't. Actually, at this point, I can't. I can't do it. I'm not very good at what I do, I guess. This part of it, but yeah. Trump is not going to be good for the nation. We don't need nothing about Trump. We don't need nothing about the new Republicans. We got to get the old Republicans back. They cared about the nation. They cared about the economy. They cared about spending. And Trump's running to fucking stay out of jail. Trump is running to make other people richer. Rich again. Not even rich again, richer. And to make himself rich. He'll bring back his kids to make even more money. Strong arm the Saudis. Strong arm the Chinese. And I agree with that. Yeah, you can't let the dog out, Joey. My dog's dying. And my ma said that I shouldn't get a new dog or a new puppy. I'm going to get a new puppy. My mom was like, oh, you don't own your own house. You shouldn't get your own dog. It's not, whatever. And she was sort of right, but I'm going to get a puppy and I'm going to let her with the puppy. And I'm going to fucking be with the puppy. And I'm going to have my own dog because I'm a dog guy. I'm a cat guy too, but I'm gonna we'll see what's up over there for adoption because I'm big into like pet adoptions. Nub. We're doing the nub thing. I'm about to be out here soon, guys. We did discuss some MMA. We'll discuss some things tomorrow. We'll like fucking talk tomorrow again. You know what I mean? We got some good ideas. Malort, I think, like Mike Malort is a lock. He might even knock the dude out. But I bet it's only going to be like plus 100, if not like minus 110. I haven't even looked at it. We're not even look at it, but that's what it's going to be. I think Rose and Blanchfield is a great fight. Great fight. That is the best fight on the card. Man, but the UFC has no mercy. Like putting Rose against Blanchfield, putting Ibazi against fucking goddamn Moreno. Like they do not care, man. Like that is a very MMA is a very cutthroat, vicious business. Fighting business is a blood business. They do not care. Like Moreno having to like defend his spot against like an up and comer, right? Like I get it. Oh wait, is somebody? I'm sorry, am I being loud? They have the same formula. It's like a WWE formula, but in like fighting real life shit. Yeah, Bo Jackson is right. They'll chew you up and spit you out, man. For sure. Exactly, Bo. Bo, it's thank you for coming in, but man, it's true. MMA is not like if my kid wanted to be a fighter, I would like no. Nope. I'd rather you be a musician, an artist. My kid came up to me and said, "Oh, I want to be an MMA fighter." I'm like, "No. What's your second option? What's your out? Well, you want to be an insurance salesman? Do that." And you're like, "Oh, I quit to do real estate. Do like unless you're, because you could still do MMA and not be an MMA fighter, like a professional fighter. You could still train, fight, and be a professional in some other sport or in some other activity, have another career." What's up, Mason Miller? We're about to tap out here because the cigar is getting done. Yo, yo, yo. If you've made it this far, you are about better. I appreciate everybody coming on in. You know, this is MMA Sip and Smoke. We're smoking, we're sipping some cheap ass shit. We're smoking the Alec and Bradley Nicaraguan cigar. We're very close to finishing it off. Fabulous, inexpensive smoke. If you could find it, like it's gonna be hard to find, but yeah, like as far as MMA as a career, come on, kids. Like, unless you're from a fighting boxing family, like that's what your family does, man. It's a tough sport to try to get into and be successful at. That's that I knew my son did training jiu-jitsu. I hope he's got that fight shit out of his head, but who knows? He's got my spirit in him. He's a fighter. But I fought out of necessity. You know what I mean? Like I enjoyed martial arts, and when I did practice martial arts, it was more of a spirit, more out of respect. I didn't really need to do it. I've already like had grown, and I was a grown man. Like it was more just spiritual. I wanted to learn Gui Gong. I wanted to learn Kung Fu, like fucking Neo in the Matrix. You know, I loved kickboxing. I grew up wrestling. Love wrestling. Love wrestling. And I love wrestling just for the fun of it. Not really like that I can control a man or beat somebody. It's more of like it just sets you off physically. Right? Like it just is enjoyable as a physical, like surfing or like skateboarding or the other things that I did. It was like it gave me that high, that, that like just even if I lost, it still gave me that high, that endorphin that I enjoyed. And I miss that in life to an extent. As you get older, you don't have that ability anymore. Like there are fewer things that's why people play golf and they're like happy with their shot. Like, no, I'd rather, that's why I tried the trick shots. Yeah, the wrestling background, that's one of the best not just for fighting, but just as a spirit, just like Mexican boxing, just like the Dagestani, and they're all wrestlers. It's like the discipline to be able to like, all right, you, and I used to like be in the gym playing basketball, and I miss this about Chicago public parks. It's a whole different discussion. Like I'd be in a basketball training or floor hockey or something else. Then go to swim practice. And then after swim practice, I had to fucking do wrestling practice. Yeah, I mean, I miss that. Yeah, I mean, besides a better guy, it's more of you learn discipline and you learn your limitations. Like the Clint Eastwood, man always needs to know his limitations. You know what I mean? Like you learn that, like if you lose in that wrestling thing, and I was accepted my being pinned or losing to somebody, what do you think is going to happen to you outside of the ring? Like everybody was always like, oh, fuck this. Like guys that I used to wrestle with couldn't accept, they were like tough guys, like they could box and they beat up people, and they would get beat up in wrestling, and they're like, oh, I can't hit this motherfucker. And I'm like, what do you think is going to happen if you guys go outside? The same thing's going to happen, bro. It's more of the training, the regiment, the discipline, and part of the discipline is being able to be coached. Like I was coached by Rob O'Connor, which is one of the great Chicago. I think he ran for politics here. One of the greatest, just a great family. The O'Connor family here in Chicago is a great family. And I was trained by Rob O'Connor, and the dude was like, he's a beast. He'd throw you down. He'd show you the move, and he wouldn't be like, it wouldn't always be soft. And he also trained me in swimming. He's my swimming coach too. Here's the other thing a lot of people don't realize. I'm a better swimmer than Rob O'Connor ever was or ever would be. My wrestling and swimming coach. But he was a damn good swim coach. Right? So he was a good swim coach because he understood coaching. He understood, like, he'd make us do these exercises, like, okay, underwater now. Like, so you'd go across the pool just underwater. Okay, underwater backstroke. He'd have these exercises. Like, he was educated in physical, like, that was his degree. He went to school, and he's just a good coach. He could coach anything. He could coach politics, whatever. He's just a good coach. Like, he's not the best boxer, wasn't the best wrestler, wasn't the best swimmer, wasn't the best fucking water polo player, wasn't the fucking best at all that stuff. But he was good at all. He was beyond good at all of it. He was a good instructor. Like, he was an instructor because he was a trained instructor. Right? And I think a lot of people miss that. And you can't get in that Fabian thing. There are some of us. Here's a good question. Do you think I would be a good coach? I think I would be. That you were a fighter. It's all the things. The nutrition, the fucking physio, all this stuff. Why do you think Dolce makes the money he makes? Being a nutrition certified or there are other people out there. It's not that you are elite in a certain aspect of fighting. You have to bring it all together and motivate. And yeah, motivate. You have to bring it all together. But if you made it this far, you are about better. We're about to close out the stream. I appreciate anybody that came in. I don't have too many viewers there. We're at the Beyond the Nub. Look at that. You know you're a cigar smoker when you can fucking smoke shit like that. That green. I still haven't figured it out. You know what the best base of fighting is? Knowledge. That's the best base. Knowing things, knowledge of your nutrition, your physical. Like, it's so involved to be a fighter, and I get it. That's why like MMA fighters think themselves as like fucking the smartest, baddest people on the planet. Because you have to know about what it is that you're doing before you get in there, or else you're going to get hurt. But hey, we're going to end the stream. It looks like I think I'm pretty good on battery power. Seems my this cigar is 8.5. Guys, please comment, like, subscribe. Joey says, "Who wins, me versus you?" Even now, I'm going to be a challenge for you, Joey. That's your problem. Oh, hopefully that, let me see where that went. I grew up not just fighting my brothers, I grew up fighting a bunch of motherfuckers. So if you've made it this far, you are about better. Thank you very much for trying to tune in or tuning in. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit it up. We made it through the night. And if you've made it this far, you are about better. Thank you so much. All right, guys, let's get this shit stopped.